because this is what I'm used to. This is how we do it. I just finished eating some sloppy joes I made, which was delightful. I somewhat, I guess, have um topics to discuss to a certain degree, and we will get into those. I hope you guys are doing well. Why do I feel like there's something in my teeth? I need to buy some more floss. Hey girl, how are you? Where is. Okay, there it is. I feel so freaking hot. I really hate this for me. And it is really not hot. I just feel hot. Can't stand that junk. I got interrupted filming this movie review. Gonna finish real quick, but I'll still be here. Okay, that's fine. Appreciate you. But let me just drop this in the Discord, and then we will be on the road for real. Let's see. Ugh, I feel like I got gas. I probably should not have ate that. That the onions on the food, but it was so good. I don't know. I just really been liking onions lately on stuff, but I gotta make sure when I do eat onions, I eat it when I know I'm gonna be at home. Cause there's been so many times where I wanted to add onion to things, and I'm like, girl, you're about to be in front of people, and for some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but I could brush my teeth after consuming some onion, or I can like use mouthwash and that junk still be lingering in my mouth. Like, it does not work. It really does not, in my personal opinion. So I just really leave it be, in all honesty. I be thinking, oh, I can have something with a little dash of onion, and then I'm gonna be outside smelling funky. We're not about to be doing that. Because that's just gonna embarrass me and piss me off. But I hope you guys are doing well. I did post a mukbang earlier on my side channel, not this channel. On the Jasmine's Rooms edit, I did a Burger King mukbang, and I was also yapping about I yapped about Streamer University a little bit because it was honestly like a older video that I made in the end of July. I'm still debating. Hey Mark, how are you? I'm still debating if I am going to. I don't know. I feel like I'll do mukbangs from time to time where I'm chit chatting about different stuff I see on social media, like normal, literally like what I do on here on this live stream. But yeah, for the most part, I don't know. I literally be trying to figure out different content to post, and it's really easy for me to come up with ideas, but at the same time, it is, I guess, not necessarily time consuming. The thing that's time consuming is the editing. Um, but yeah, I'm doing good. How are you? That's good. I am okay. I just finished eating some sloppy joes. I had made it with some bell peppers, onions, and mushroom with the ground beef. And that junk was so freaking good. And then I also made some tater tots. But I toasted the bun, and it was so freaking good. Because I was in the mood for that a little bit. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I might end up eating some pineapples. I know my cutoff time is 9, but I'm probably still gonna try to eat some pineapples. I want some juice and I'm out of juice, y'all. I know I'm still an addict, right? I really want some juice so bad, but I don't have any. I don't have any juice. I don't have any pop. I just have water. I do have some of those Kool-Aid seasoning packets, but I do not like the way they taste. I don't know. They taste extremely sweet. I can't lie, that sounds really good. It was, man. Like I just recently this year started adding sloppy joes to the rotation of dinners I make, and it's been a good addition cuz I don't know why I stopped making sloppy joes, to be honest. I guess I wasn't really thinking about it, specifically because the sloppy joe, the can, the liquid or whatever, that junk be at the bottom shelf. So I really don't be thinking about it when I'm going on a grocery store unless I put it on my list. So, what did y'all eat for dinner? Or what are y'all going to eat for dinner? I need to actually go over my menu list for the rest of the month because for me, as a somewhat, okay, this is probably one of the few things that I'm responsible about, right? So, hey y'all, like the live, by the way. But one of the few things I'm responsible about is I will plan my grocery menu out for the entire month so that I know exactly what I'm gonna make because I really hate not knowing what I'm eating, and then that leads me to leads me to want to buy fast food. I'm not gonna lie, I've been craving a multiple different things lately. Like for some reason, I have been wanting White Castle chicken rings, not the burgers, because I really don't like the burgers like that. Okay, girl. But yeah, I've been really wanting some White Castle chicken rings and some freaking onion chips. I don't really care for their fries though, but that junk sounds so good. Or I've also been wanting a bacon cheeseburger really bad lately. Um, or some pizza. And I got a frozen pizza in the basement that I'm probably gonna make this weekend just so I could save money because it's really crazy. Lately, well, actually, for years, I'll buy frozen pizza so that we don't have to get actual pizza from the restaurants. I still think it's so mad crazy because the Little Caesars pizza used to be $5. Now I think it's seven something, like seven something and some change. And I know inflation. I know over the years, that happens, but literally, I could buy a frozen pizza for less than $6. And I'll just do that and then make some hot wings or chicken tenders or something as a side. And it's really crazy. I feel like, okay. So, let me real quick. I don't know what I have planned on. Man, you gotta think of something. Why can't I? Hey, how are you? I made me a burger for dinner. Oh, that sounds good. I put pepper jack on it, and I've been changed. It tastes so good. Pepper jack is delightful. Pizza do sound good. It does. When did they go up? I remember when it was 5. Girl, I think they went up like 2 or 3 years ago. It's quiet on the creek. Shh. Quiet on the creek or whatever he be saying. What's one thing that I like about Saucy Santana? I really like the way he be jiggling his yum yams. Like, it's so unserious. But, like, teach me, you know what I'm saying? Because he really be making them, like, bounce for real. And I just be like, wow, the talent you have. But hey, T-Berries, how are you? Well, yeah, why did Saucy say the kids was trying to get him? Like, dude, that's weird. Or was he saying, like, they trying to, like, mess with him and bully him or something? But basement pizza just sounds awful to me. What's basement pizza? Let me Google cuz I don't think I've ever heard of that. Basement. Oh, no, I have a deep freezer in my basement and the pizzas are in the deep freezer in my basement. um I'm okay, girl. How are you doing? Yeah, I heard him say it like no, like trying to get at him. I don't know. That's weird to me. I don't know. That's I don't know. He has said some suspect stuff over the years in multiple different ways. He be funny though, but that's weird to say. Or maybe he trying to say like, oh, he think he young looking. He don't. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I can't judge. It's really hard for me to say how somebody looks if they're a man dressing feminine. You know what I'm saying? That's not my gig. Like that's not something I could comment on because I don't know. I really don't know. Um, like shake your yitties and hush, sir. I be trying, but they just be weighing me down. You get one bounce out of me, and then I'm tired. I need a sports bra. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It just sounded. I get what you mean because of the basement. It's so crazy when I think about being in the basement when I was a kid. It was such a terrifying place. It was so dark and gloomy. But the basement at my house, we got carpet and it's so light bright. A different transition for sure. What did you do today, Jasmine? Finished cleaning my pool and put new water. I'm gonna get in tomorrow and work, and I'm editing a movie review. Okay, I see you now, Jasmine. I'm just saying, like, I really need to find me a really good sports bra. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'll be running up the stairs sometimes, girl. When I tell y'all, listen, a bit too much, a bit too much. Take a little bit too much out of me. It'll be a little winded, but I get you. That's why I don't want to pull an extra chore. Yeah, this is true. I like the concept of having like one of those little baby waiting pools, and then I just dump the water all out and don't have to worry about it. But if you talking about I gotta add chlorine, get the bugs out, get the leaves out, add all that extra stuff. Mm-mm. I do not want to do that. I really do not. Ugh. What was I about to tell y'all? I don't know. It was something specific I was about to say. Let me pull up because I know it'll probably trigger me really. But yeah, let's talk about food. So I think I'm gonna attempt to make me a little janky seafood boil. I've did it once before, and I did it with shrimp, scallops, and sausage, and then I had potato in there, and I think I made some fried rice on the side or something like that. Now you munching, munch. Girl, I just finished eating some sloppy joes with some tater tots, and that junk was delightful. Bless you. But but yeah, like that junk was so freaking good. And now I'm about to make my husband his plate real quick, cause I'm not gonna lie, he was doing his manly duties mowing the lawn. I love that for. Well, actually, I don't love that for him because I know he was tired, but I will say he's been very I don't know if it's like a phase you go through too, like he going through his phases, but he be really attentive about the lawn, so and it's cute to me. Anyways, I could go wash the dishes when I get off of here. But yeah, how are you guys doing today? I love sloppy joes. I'm eating red beans and rice plus cabbage tonight. I was talking about making dirty cabbage in the last live. Grimy ended up giving me a recipe. I'm gonna attempt to try it one of these months before the year is out. I kind of want to learn to make red beans and rice in a crock pot because I found this recipe that I really want to try and hopefully it tastes good. Oh, okay, we gonna have probably leftovers for tomorrow for lunch, so that's good for me. Hank Hill sentence, literally. That is. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to figure something out. Where do you see Kim at? Oh, Liam. Okay, because I was about to say I don't see her in here. But sure is like my fish. Sloppy Joe does sound good. Yeah, like I usually add, I don't know if y'all heard me earlier, but I usually add mushrooms, bell peppers, and onions to mine to like fill it out a little bit. And it definitely does, I think we could do one. It definitely does the trick. Excuse me. Let's do this one. But I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to like multitask, talk to y'all as well as make a plate real quick. I think I'll just do all of it. Why do I feel so freaking hot? I swear I be going through perimenopause. I swear I do, because why do I feel so hot? I hate that for me. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I feel like before my ladies' days, like, I just be, lately, I be having symptoms, like a week prior, and I really don't like that. Luckily, I'm going to the doctor this month, so. The red beans and rice was cooked in a slow cooker. Okay, because I was thinking about doing that too. Hello, Rami. How are you? Hello, Paula. How are you? Hey, Slim Jim Goat. How are you? I caught a live. What it do? You gonna be alright? Man, the struggle be real a little bit. Appreciate you, Guru. But yeah, I really don't know why I be. Let me do this one more time. I really don't understand why I be feeling overheated. And it could just be because it's the summertime. That's why I don't like summer. That's why I really don't be messing with summer. You know, I'm cool up. How goes it all? It's going. I'm just making my husband a plate really quickly, and then I will be completely focused on this live stream once I am done. But but yeah, y'all, I found so much cute stuff I want to buy, but I can't because I'm on a budget. I'm really trying to be responsible and mindful of like buying things, especially because I want to start Christmas shopping this month potentially, so I don't have to worry about it later. And hopefully, because I already think I have in mind everything I'm getting everybody. Yeah, I think I've already worked out exactly everybody's gift. Um, I do think I need to figure out some more gifts for my husband because what's coming up is we've got our anniversary, we've got Sweetest Day. And if you guys don't know what Sweetest Day is, heavy on the budget. Yes, girl, I hate this for us. Like, absolutely hate this for us. But Sweetest Day, I want to say is mostly a Midwest thing. And people will argue, okay? This is like a big argument repetitively in the Midwest, or at least in Michigan. But Sweetest Day is supposed to be for the man. It's like the equivalent of a male Valentine's Day, kind of. Um, and yeah, we are going to be doing that. And normally I'll either make him something or I'll buy him food and then I'll make him a gift or give him, well, not make him a gift, but I'll make him like some sort of dessert and buy him gifts or whatever. And then also my birthday is coming up and then Christmas. And I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about everything. It's just a lot back to back, you know. Happy early anniversary. So our anniversary is in October. I heard about that. Yeah. So, oh, hold on one second, y'all. I'm about to go bring him his plate real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. I'm not back yet, but I wanted to say something real quick. I really got a begging ass dog, bro. I swear, like, he will not let me live. He see me with a plate, he following me. Like, brother, you're not getting any. You're not getting any. But hold on, hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm so sorry, y'all. So sorry. Subject, hey Electric, Sub Jasmine, you talking about gifts? What am I getting for Christmas? I better have a gift under the tree or with a stocking on the fireplace. My guy, the most you gonna get for me is maybe an extra live stream, and that's my gift to all of y'all. But that's about it. Oh, I like Sweetest Day. Yes, that's so nice. It is. Wait, when is it again? So I can show appreciation to my partner. So, Swedish Day is normally, I think, the third Sunday of October every year. Let me look. I mean, not Sunday, third Saturday, I'm sorry. It is October 17th. Yes, the third Saturday of October. So October 17th is Sweetest Day. Um Oh wait, my bad. I got this wrong. It says Sweetest Day originally created to bring happiness and boxes of candy to orphans, the elderly, and people in need. Later turned into a general holiday to show care for friends, family, and romantic partners. In my personal opinion, I feel like it's for the men though. In my personal opinion. Men and elderly people normally, in my opinion. There's a men's Valentine's Day, sheesh. That is remarkable, celebrating those made up days after years. I mean that sincerely. Yeah, like, um, I think, yeah, this will be the 10th year we've did Sweetest Day. And my husband, he normally don't care. He like, he appreciates whenever I do stuff, but he basically explained to me, like, you don't have to do that. But I'm like, no, because, you do stuff for me on Valentine's Day, even though, to be honest, I get him stuff for Valentine's Day, even though he told me not to. I'm like, I'm still gonna get you something. I don't care. See, ladies, always serve your man. You can never go wrong with that. I'ma say there's nothing wrong with serving a man who loves and respects you and who is loyal to you and who takes care of business. But don't serve no poor beggared ass man. The way I thought the live froze. Nah, I had it on mute. What did you get your lady for Valentine's Day, Electric? Flowers this year, but her favorite ones. That's nice. Then a date. I love that. That's cute. She liked it though. She thought it was cute. It was. That was. That's real cute. That's real cute. I like that. Hey, Granny, how are you? This year's Valentine's was crazy. I had work the day before, 11 to 9 a.m., and then we had to go for a meal at 7 p.m. Then I had work at 11 p.m. that night. Not that I am bitter. I think I remember you telling us something about that, Liam. Because I want to say you had told us you were thinking of trying to celebrate on a different day. That's really nice of you that you were dedicated and went the distance to still do all that stuff on Valentine's Day because that sounds like a lot. Now my nose freaking running. Well, stuffed up. Excuse me, y'all. Um, bruh. Yeah, why can't we do it another day? I don't see nothing wrong with celebrating holidays on a different day if somebody has to work, in my personal opinion. Um, I want to say we did that once. Like it was something we were supposed to celebrate and we had to do it a different day. I want to say it was probably our anniversary where we exchanged gifts still and I still like did some sort of dinner. However, we would go out to eat that weekend instead of going during the week cuz it's just a lot going out to dinner during the week sometimes. Excuse me, y'all. I be having to blow my nose. My birthday is right after Valentine's Day. Okay. Back to back holidays, man. I swear, it's something about having to celebrate holidays back to back. And that's literally what the rest of my year is. October to December is just holidays. Sometimes that's nice, but then it's also like I have to budget for it. Um, so for example, I am currently debating on my costumes and my cosplays. And I really like I'm on the fence about what my costumes are gonna be. So far I have two ideas. And I think I might do them both depending on what my money looks like, but I really want to buy everybody's gifts first before I start buying myself stuff so I don't have to worry about it later. Yet mine get covered over Halloween. See, and that sounds like so much freaking fun though. Having your birthday with the Halloween and all that. You could literally just do a costume party every year if you wanted. It's like it's really her birthday in February. See, we like a man that shows his lady love during the Valentine's Day, okay? Love that for her. Spooky birthday, it really is. I'm thinking about being Uncle Elroy for Friday and my girlfriend is Sugar. Let me look that up. Uncle Elroy. Uncle Elroy and Sugar. That would be fire, Mark. That would be so freaking fire. If y'all end up doing it, take pictures. That would be real cute. I told my husband what I wanted to be, and he disagreed with me. I want to do Jesse or Woody or Michael Jackson somehow. Oh, Jesse from Toy Story? That would be a vibe. Woody would be a vibe. Michael Jackson is always a good choice. Electric, that is either lucky if you can incorporate the birthday and Valentine's in one, or you have to spend big separately in the same month. I think it just depends because, for example, we, so my birthday and our anniversary are like 2 weeks apart. And even prior to us getting married, it was 2 weeks apart. And my husband usually will take me out to eat twice. And then he'll get me multiple gifts for twice. However, I don't know. It just really depends because I feel like he buy my gifts early, to be honest. Which is why I need to look over my Amazon wish list because what was that? Was it last year or year before last? We started exchanging Amazon wish lists. So now we just shop the wish list and then, if we think of something extra that's thoughtful or something, we will probably add that to it. But I will say I love that he be shopping my Amazon wish list. Why does it feel like my tooth hurts? I do not like that. And I haven't had any juice. But it also, I guess it depends on your girl too, what type of gifts that she likes. Cause yeah. I guess if you have a girl that's more into, expensive jewelry or, if she likes luxury products, that would probably be difficult. Cause like now I gotta buy you the extravagant gifts or the extravagant purse or something. That is so lovely. It really is, Liam. I ain't gonna hold you. It really is. But I'm not gonna lie, it's one luxury item I really want. But I told myself I was gonna wait till I get monetized to buy it. Like that's gonna be my reward to myself. But I really want a Coach bag really bad. However, I'm probably gonna switch to something else because I don't know, I'm really picky. And plus I don't really like I just started getting into purses really and because normally I rock a fanny pack any day. It's so convenient. I really don't like having stuff on my shoulder because I'm more liable to lose it. Um, get the Louis V. I don't like Louis Vuitton. I don't know. I really don't like Louis Vuitton in the way it looks because I don't like brands that have their logo all over it. Something about that is so tacky to me. Again, if anybody likes that, that's your gig, okay? I'm just saying my personal preference, okay? So, if you like Louis Vuitton or if you like a certain brand that has their logo all over, that's great for you, but I don't like stuff like that. I really don't. Like I like stuff where it's like it can have different colors or whatever, but I just don't like stuff logoed out. I used to like that stuff when I was younger, but I don't know if my preference has changed since I've gotten older or something. Um, Michael Kors has some nice stuff for sure. I like Loungefly too, but actually they do have some nice shoulder bags. I still really want to get this one backpack, and they was wrong. So I was in box lunch. When was that? That was in June. One of my friends, I posted the vlog. I had went to round one, which is like a arcade bowling alley karaoke place or whatever. And we ended up walking around in the mall for a little bit, and I went into the store called Box Lunch. And Box Lunch is basically like Hot Topic, but it's more Disney Star Wars out to me, in my opinion. And they have a whole wall full of Loungefly. And I saw this Hunchback of Notre Dame bag that I really wanted, and I still kind of want it. To be honest, I might like treat myself to it for Christmas or something, or for my birthday. But this one of the workers came up to us and they were like, "Oh, that's real cute," because me and my husband were matching for the first time ever. Actually, let me know something in the comments, y'all. So, if you have a significant other, or when you had a significant other, did y'all ever match? Because my husband don't really like matching with me. I remember one day we was wearing the same junk, um, or close to it, and I was like, "Ooh, let me go change my shirt," and he was like, "Nah, cause I'ma change my shirt if you go and wear the same." I swear he be being petty to me, but But no, we was wearing the same exact thing, and he purposely dressed like me, and that made me so freaking happy. I was ever like elated. I can't even talk. I'm so happy. Anyways, so they were like, "Oh, y'all look cute. Y'all matching." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And she gave me this 25% off coupon. I'm like, she know what she doing. She saw me looking at that bag and putting it back, and she did that right in front of him. Like she gonna compliment us, and then basically did that to motivate my husband to buy something. But little does she know, I normally wait till stuff gets like 30% off, then with the coupon, okay? One thing about me, I'm gonna get something on a deeper sale. But I'm gonna probably try and get it. Um, if it's on sale, I'm gonna probably get it for my birthday or for Christmas. I think I matched them one time, but that was back in high school. I don't think I ever matched with anybody. I don't think I thought about it. Literally, I think my husband is the only person I matched with, to be honest. But what was that sound? I don't know what that was. Anyways, but yeah, I Oh, I do got topics. I forgot. I was supposed to be yapping. I'm up here laying down lounging. In the UK, if it's on sale, coupons are not applicable generally. So here it depends. Sometimes, specific times a year, they'll do sales and you can use coupons. However, a lot of times those sales be fake. And they'll be saying, "Oh, this is on sale," but it's really them marking something at the actual price and them saying that it's on sale, which I don't like. I don't like when companies do stuff like that because that's so manipulative to me. Hey, Grace, how are you? Okay, so let me tell. Okay, so this is the scenario, right? Now, if you were offered $150,000 or a magical productive clone of yourself, which would you choose? Now, you can either get the 150K instantly or the magical clone of yourself that follows your commands and is 100% more productive. You can summon and unsummon at will, and the clone can continue to learn and grow. What would you do? I'm not gonna lie. Personally, well, I I low key would want the clone because then it can make me money and I can chill. However, is the clone gonna learn stuff and be able to replace me? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like some psychological thriller movie where the clone comes after me and then replaces me, because that would be the problem that I would have. The 150K. 150K sounds good if it's not taxed, you know? But if they trying to tax it, I don't know. I'll never forget. I remember I told my mom, um, I was in fourth grade, right? And we were learning about the, what was her name? Lucy. It was like the sheep that got cloned. It was like the first sheep that got cloned or something like that. And we were talking about cloning, and I'll never forget my teacher said that she wished she could clone a whole classroom of me. And I told my mom, and my mom wanted to go fight the teacher. She was like, that's weird. And I was like, it is weird. Because why would you say that to me? Actually, I've had some teachers say some wild stuff to me over the years. Why do I want a clone of me? They are going to need to live too, no matter how productive. So you can unsummon the clone or summon it. So, like, let's say they, you have them do some work that you want them to do, and then you can unsummon them. And while they're unsummoned, that's when they're resting, I guess. That is weird, but also a compliment. Yeah, like I took it as a compliment, but then sometime later, I was like, I'm reflecting on it. And I thought to myself, why would a teacher say that to a child? I understand you like that I do my work and I answer the questions correctly, and I don't be causing chaos, but at the same time, you definitely shouldn't say that in front of the classroom, because let's say people, like the other students, felt some type of way and wanted to bully me. This is all your fault because you're now bullied. I'm getting bullied because you basically explained to the class in that phrase that I'm better than them. But that I don't think the kids took it that way. But I took it that way, where I'm like, that's a wild thing to say in front of a group of children. You know what I mean? Like, that could have went south real bad for me. Because getting bullied was not fun. I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with school no more. Like, I swear, when people talk about moments in their life that they would want to relive and go back to, high school is not one of them. Nothing about high school was great for me personally, except the food. The lunch food was actually quite good, I'm not gonna lie. But I would not go back and want to relive that experience. It's like I love adulthood to a degree. I like that I am in control of whatever I'm gonna do or whatever. And I like certain aspects. I just don't like paying bills, and I don't like the aches and pains I've developed. Oh, also, more gray hair. I don't like that. I definitely redo college again. Honestly, I probably wouldn't have went to college. I probably would have went into um something else like plumbing or electricity or something. Like I probably would have did something else instead of going to college because I know a few people that decided to do more trade work and they are doing so well. So well in life and they always got a job. Always. But with a degree, depending on your field, you may be struggling to get a job. You know, because when I look back at what I went to school for, because um, I changed what I went to school for twice. And I swear, well, I guess right now I'm using my degree. But prior to last year, I was not using my degree at all. And I don't know. I don't like the concept of we have to go to college. And I guess depending on how your state is set up, but you know, I got student loans and I hate that for me. And I wish I didn't have those. You know, and it really sucks because now in my state they have options where they're like, you know, you could go to school for free. And I'm like, okay, where was that energy at when I was in school? Like, yeah, trade is important. It is. Trade is the way to go. I completely agree. Like if I could redo stuff again, I would definitely go into a trade. For sure. My degree was a waste of 39K. I can only imagine how ridiculous it is for people in the US. Man, when I tell you, I would have did things differently. I either would have went into a trade or I would have learned coding. Yeah. Or honestly, nah, because I wasn't mentally prepared for that. Because I was going to be like, or I would have really threw myself into doing YouTube. But to be honest, I was not mentally prepared to be a YouTuber for real back then. Let me give y'all a little backstory. So, some of y'all might have heard this backstory. But I started doing YouTube in 2012. I started a channel, came on here, shy as ever. Um, and I got too much in my head. I was overthinking and I didn't really have self-confidence for real at that time, specifically online. So the channel, the videos were not good. My editing was not, well, actually, my editing has always been kind of decent. It's just that my presentation and delivery was the problem because when I would speak, you know, it was very timid. It was very unconfident, in all honesty. And I think I tried at it for like 3 weeks. And then I gave up on it. Then I came back again in it was either 2014 or 2015. And it was much better that time. It was better. And I ended up starting two different channels. I started a channel where it was like a mixture of everything, like normal. I could never make up my mind. And then I started an ASMR channel. Actually, I want to talk about something about that actually. But didn't I like the ASMR channel because people were being weird to me. Like literally y'all. So peep this. I had a video reach 30K views and it was literally stomach noises. Crazy, right? Literally, I took a nap. I had just ate and my stomach was making noises for like 30 minutes. And people were literally listening to the whole clip. And yeah, that junk got 30 some K views. But, I was realizing I don't think I'm interested in ASMR like that. Um, where I would be devoted to it because again, it was just people were being mad weird. And it wasn't everybody, but it was like the context was given, it was given not what I wanted it to give, basically. So that happened, and then I also had a few videos take off on the other channel because I did like a boohoo haul, um, and I think I did because I feel like I still have that channel. I just made all the videos private. One of y'all told me to do told both me and Jasmine to do like a video where we react to our old videos. So I know some of those videos are private, so I might do that one of these days. But um yeah, but I tried in 2015, 2016, I think, for a little while, and then I fell off. And then I made another channel and I was talking about the Vampire Diaries. And I was actually gaining my footing on YouTube where I was way more confident and I was creating content. However, the issue I was having there was I did a whole Vampire Diaries series and that series took off when you was cussing. No, this is from a channel that the videos are still up, but I don't think y'all know about that channel. Like, I haven't really shared it. It's just there. But the Vampire Diaries videos took off. Like, some of those videos have like 30K views, 20K views. And people actually liked the series because I was basically talking about like watching it as an adult versus when I watched it when I was a teenager because I was obsessed with that show. However, the issue I had, which is why I had to make a whole new, which is why I made my main channel, was because the people that were following me only wanted Vampire Diaries content from me. It was some people that ended up liking all of my content and watching everything, but they specifically was asking me like, when's the next Vampire Diaries video? When are you gonna make a video about this? When are you gonna make a video about that? And I'm just like, I do mukbangs, I like I talk about other stuff and they was not watching other stuff. They only wanted my hot takes on Vampire Diary, anything, everything. Um and then I also slightly got into reactions because actually wait, let me go look. Because I think I went through this phase when I was reacting to Indian music videos. Oh, those took off really well too. However, it was attracting an Indian based audience. And the music videos and the music was fire, but again, it's like I want more people in the US. So it's like I was getting more people that were from India that were watching my content. And I was just like, wait. I want more people in the US. So I stopped making those reactions. I think I made it was something else that I reacted. Oh, I did some reviews of DC shows. So I did like The Flash and Arrow, and those did really well when they were airing. Um, but another reason why I stopped posting on that channel was because too many people that knew me in real life knew about it, and I didn't like that. Because I think it's really weird when I am aware that people are following me on YouTube, but they don't say anything. Like people that know me that I talk to on a regular basis. I don't like that. Um, and then it was some family members that were subscribed to me that were like commenting on the content that I was making, and I didn't like that either because they were very religious. And they were like, "Oh, you're talking about vampires?" And I'm just like, "It's a show." Like, I'm like, "It's a freaking show." Like, I'm not saying that I'm a vampire, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, "Ooh, I love the vamps." You know what I'm saying? I was just like, it's a show that I watch and I'm reacting to it. But people were kind of blowing it out of proportion, and I didn't like that. When you was I remember that, yeah. Oh yeah, some people get stuck into the content and that's all people come. Yeah, I don't. I'm like, I'm a diverse gal. I talk about a variety of different things. Come back for more. Like, I don't want to just talk about Vampire Diaries, you know? That grinds my gears. It grinds mine too, cause um, I don't know. You know, I feel like before YouTube used to be a place where you could do whatever you wanted. Nobody had a niche. You could do whatever you wanted. And then stuff got to be a little bit more curated. And now it's like, okay, you have to have a niche for people to want to watch all the content and stuff like that. And that's why I'm so big on, and that's why I always tell people who create on here, like, make sure your personality shows throughout all of your videos, because that way more people will be into just watching you for you versus, you know, watching specific things that you post. You know what I mean? But I will say it took me a long time to get to this point because, again, like I told y'all, when I first started in 2012, I was mad, um, just mad timid about presentation because I was nervous and self-conscious about the way I was speaking and talking on camera because I wasn't comfortable yet. And it's definitely a process that you got to adjust to when it comes to being on the internet basically and sharing your thoughts and sharing yourself and stuff like that. I miss that era of YouTube. I really do too. Like, stuff just used to hit so differently on YouTube. Like, um, stuff wasn't as edited, you know, it was just simpler. It was just, I'm going to yap about whatever, post this video, and it is what it is. But now, like, even me, I edit my stuff down. I will say that mukbang I posted earlier, I tried not to edit as much because I'm like, let's just post it kind of as is with not too many edits. But I don't know. It's just it's YouTube is not the same, obviously, but I do wish some parts of it were. I used to have a little bit of everything on this channel and didn't care. Yeah, and I like that. I like, cause this channel that I'm like talking to y'all on live was like that. Like, I was just throwing different things at the wall, you know, figuring out what content I like. But then it's like I like so many different things and I want to talk about so many different things. And then when I started doing the reactions, I realized I love the finished result of my reactions. It's just I don't like the editing. And I also like that a lot of people liked, you know, the way stuff came out. Because I will say, I am normally an intrinsically motivated person. So when it comes to me doing stuff, usually how I feel about stuff motivates me, basically. And stuff outside of me normally doesn't motivate me too often. However, I noticed the more that I posted and created certain types of content, and the more people engaged with me, it became a little bit more motivating, especially if someone tells me or interacts with me on a video. I feel like that motivates me a bit more to post. But I don't know. I just have to work on being productive and not overthinking to the point of procrastination and not getting anything done. I really am put off by people who make videos and edit every sentence so it sounds like a collage of a sentence. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do that if I say too much and I notice I'm saying it way too much, like I just did in my videos. I used to watch somebody like that. You must be saying too much. Exactly. Cause if I usually remove the words like, what else do I remove? If I say and too many times, like run-ons, or if I say definitely or literally too many times, because sometimes, when you editing yourself and you playing back, hearing yourself so many times, you'll catch on to certain words that you say too much or filler words that are repetitive. So you end up you having to delete them. Because I know I do. I used to watch somebody like, must be saying too much or something. Yeah, like it would be like every other word. Me too. Not literally. Yes, like I say like way too much in my videos. And that's why I have to clip my junk out. Cause, for example, I'll be like, she be like, they be like, or I don't know, I use the word like a little bit too much and it annoys me when I edit. And sometimes I'll play the video back and I'll hear like way too many times and it's almost like take a drink if you hear her say like too much. So I go back and edit those out because I feel that if I notice it, I know other people will notice it too. So I try to get ahead of it, basically. Now, Jasmine, you don't sound like that in your videos. I appreciate you for saying that, Liam. Truly. Look, due to like the one I just edited, I just find myself that I keep saying it, then I try to stop and say again, same. And I have some videos where I've gotten better where I think it just depends when I'm recording myself if I pause before I speak versus using filler words. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep saying those filler words a bit too much. Right, I get you with you. I don't notice it. Yeah, sometimes I'll even go back and watch the lives to see if I do it. And sometimes I do it, but it's definitely not as much. But I think it's because I'm talking to y'all. So it's easier for me to not use those filler words if I'm naturally speaking versus if I'm just talking to myself and think like what is it? Where I'm processing as I'm trying to reach certain points in videos. But I forgot why I got here. I literally forgot what I was originally talking about prior to me talking about YouTube, my YouTube history. What was it? What was it? Where was I? I really just be getting off track all the freaking time. But yeah, YouTube's hard. It's not okay. YouTube is not hard as far as actually no. YouTube is hard. It's hard to grow. It's hard to figure out what people want to watch. And you can ask people all day, give me suggestions. And don't get me wrong, people have given me suggestions for reaction videos. T Berries has given me some suggestions that were actually pretty good. It's just if I've actually been able to do certain things, because I know she gave me the idea of get ready with me to go to the hookah bar, but we don't go there often. So, but I feel like more people have given me ideas for reactions more than anything. I think people don't really care what I post on my other channel too much, especially if I'm just ranting or rambling about whatever. But it's just really hard to find or figure out the concepts or ideas that will do well on YouTube, because it's always random for me what does well. For example, that video I posted this past week about um oversharing, that video actually did really well for me, where the watch time was decent and I got some subscribers and likes and engagement over there. But I don't know, it's just hard to keep up with what is going to pop off. But I know YouTube likes, well, people on YouTube like more videos that are relatable to them. And that's the thing, is figuring out stuff that's entertaining and relatable, and figuring out the titles. Cause I have a really rough time with titling videos. So bad. I feel like that's the main issue I have, to be completely honest. Well, I have a fun question. Has anyone given you a suggestion that you didn't necessarily want to do? One for me was the random dancing one. I didn't necessarily want to do that one. um Ideas and stuff I didn't want to do. People have definitely told me different music videos they wanted me to react to, and I told them no. Some of them were K-pop, and I'm like, no, I'm not about to react to K-pop, because that's going to take over my channel. And to be honest, the K-pop reaction community is mad toxic, especially since I'm black. Like, I don't even want to mess with that. Which is unfortunate, because I actually do like some K-pop artists. It's just I know that I don't want to deal with certain things in that community. Um some people have asked me to do certain types of mukbangs that I did not want to do because it seemed weird to me. Um some people requested certain try-on hauls, and I said hell no. I know somebody asked me to do like a legging try on haul. I'm like, you're a weirdo and you're a man. You don't need to see no leggings, okay? I'm gonna need you to not be so down bad, because you're being weird. Um, Somebody also subliminally was like, would you ever do a Shein swimsuit haul? And I'm like, you think you're slick. This is not OF, okay? No, I would not. I don't even be in pools like that. No. Like, um, I'm trying to think, did anybody else ask me anything else? Those are probably the main ones where I literally was like, I'm not doing that. People have asked me to buy certain products and review them, and I would say no because they were expensive. Like, girl, I'm not about to do no in-depth review on a luxury product that I naturally wouldn't buy. Unless it's like a brand sent to me for free and I could say whatever I want. Naturally, I'm not buying no luxury products, because what? A girl is on a budget. I'm not gonna go outside of my realm and buy a luxury product I know I naturally am not gonna buy. And I did a whole video of that on this channel where I was talking about how um influencers, or I should say the people who are influenced, they'll be buying luxury products because they want to keep up with the Joneses. You don't got Joneses money, hun. You don't. So why are you trying to keep up with what these YouTubers who are getting paid to do this? Why are you trying to keep up with them? And that's the thing that gets me. I'm actually going to come out with a video about that. But that one did really good. I was like, go on, girl. Thank you. Appreciate you. On lives, I mean. Okay. Oh, I see. I should have been like you. Somebody had told me I should talk about God more. Like, respectfully, I keep religion to myself. At one point I thought about it, but I'm not gonna lie, religion is become kind of a performative spot on YouTube and TikTok, because right before I had stopped using TikTok in December, it was a lot of influencers saying like, "Oh, I'm an influencer for God," or "I'm a lifestyle Christian influencer," or whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because there are some people who that's actually what they do. Like, they actually live it, they breathe it. They rock with it, rock with God, the long way, basically. And you could tell it's not an act, it's not a performance. But then you have these other people who are doing it because it's trendy, and that's weird because you being fake. And also you trying to profit off of stuff like that, because now they coming out with selling planners, they coming out with selling journals, they coming out with, oh, do you want my course on being a Christian woman? Like, this is the stuff Jesus be flipping tables over for, like, it's just really, I don't like stuff like that. For example, I will say I used to edit out of certain like food videos or mukbangs me saying my prayer, but now I keep that junk in. But I don't really, it's not that I don't like talking about God, it's just some people do too much when they respond to like your religious beliefs. And that's why at the end of my video, I just say stay blessed, stay positive. Like, I am a Christian, but I'm not about to force my beliefs on somebody. And then I don't want to have, I don't want to say something and I'm attracted to somebody weird, somebody crazy, or a fanatic. You know what I'm saying? And people would just be taking stuff the wrong way and out of context. And it's like, or the fact that I'm a Christian that cusses, that's, how are you doing that? And it's like, bro, please get out of my face. Like, because I remember at one point, I really, really wanted to do like, not necessarily a Bible study, but I wanted to just talk about certain stuff that I read in the Bible or whatever. And every now and again I might, but it's usually on the live streams, I wouldn't probably do a dedicated video or dedicated series, even though I feel like it would be really cool if I could, to just have like a normal chat about stuff that I thought was interesting. But I can't do that because it's going to attract the wrong type of people, and then people going to judge me for certain stuff I say. Oh, that's not Christian. Like, that's not godly. Because I said the word ass. I said ass. And you jumping down my throat like I can't say ass. Like, I just don't want no parts, because people be so extreme, and I don't like extremists. of any sort. I don't like conservative extremists. I don't like liberal extremists. I do not like extremists. Like, I like balance, okay? Sorry, Jasmine, I shouldn't have asked that. My bad. Wait, what did you ask? Not a Shein, girl. That was you. No offense, of course not. I was joking. See, they wanted you to spend some coin and not even watch. Girl, I was not. I was not. Because it could be like controversial content. Yeah. Right, it's weird. Yeah, you say you're pretty, girl. Yeah. I don't like when people force down people's throat and be like, if you're not, you're a mess or wrong. Exactly. I really don't like that either because, you know, people want you to be a picture perfect Christian or they want you to be a certain type of example. And it's like, I live in kindness. You know, that's my thing. I feel like everybody should live in kindness. Um, However, I'm still going to talk my ish and I'm still going to be me. You know, it's not like it's any harm or exchange or anything. It's just, you know, I'm just doing me being me. But a lot of people will feel some type of way if you want a cookie cutter of what they think you're supposed to be. And that's where you got me confused because you're picking and choosing stuff that, again, I'll say it as many times, cussing and cursing are two different things. I say it every time. And people literally will think cussing, which was something that was not even formulated in the Bible, is supposed to be, you know, what basically they're talking about. It's like, no, if you're cursing people, if you're saying you wish bad on people, if you are speaking negatively on people, that is cursing. That's what cursing is. But people don't be getting that. They be wanting to be like, oh, you said the F word, you said the B word. I can't stand cussing. A man made that a bad thing. These are man-made words. You have a potty mouth. And do. Cuss like a sailor. And do. Like, I don't give a damn. Anyways, I love to cuss. See? I love it too. I really just be saying all types of words in the comfort of my humble abode. I just be walking through here. F, 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 S, S. It's bad, but I do. But who says it's bad though? Like, that's the thing, because I'm like, who said that these words were bad? It don't say it in the Bible that these are bad words. They just want to, what's it called? Put rules and control people, bro. Just let me do me and you do you. Stop worrying about what other people else doing, okay? Worry about yourself. You don't need to worry about what I got going on, what I'm saying. Mind your business. I swear, it's the fact that people be so worried about everybody else and trying to control everybody else. How about you control yourself and your own sins? You know? You up here worried about my potty mouth. You're a whore. You're a whore. You're loose in the streets. But you be up in here. You be out here stealing that man woman every night. And you worried about us. Like, it just be so crazy to me how people pass judgment and they be doing dirty stuff. And then the moment you try to address that, then it's like they be quoting scripture and stuff. And again, that junk rubs me the wrong way. It is a pet peeve of mine when you address something that somebody does wrong and they start quoting scripture to you. Because I've had that happen to me a couple of different times, and I'm just looking like, for you to be quoting scripture, you show not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You show not listening. That's crazy to me. Oh, see, that would be cool. Ass, yes. I just chuckle. Ass is in the Bible, and yes. Hey, Grimy, how are you? Me neither. Like, they be doing too much. And don't. God wrote it. Now, Grimy, please. Imagine in biblical times, people didn't cuss. Man. And, you know, it really makes me wonder when you think about the biblical times. Like, they had no electricity. They was really lighting candles. They had no, well, I guess it depends on the area because they didn't really have like shutters either for the what's it called? The windows. Cause I'm like, I couldn't imagine you're on a cold night and you have no actual physical windows. You just have a hole in your wall. And the breeze is coming through. You have cracks where you close it. Like, bro, we really using and it wasn't fireplaces. I forget what they're called, but you know, I am very thankful to have been born during the time in which I was born because I couldn't imagine the fact that you had me. First off, it's so rough to think about at that time, but it's the fact that you got me and you're trying to marry me off for 2 acres and a mule. 2 acres and a mule, bro. I could not imagine. I don't know how I would feel about that. I'm really sitting here minding my business, and my parent tells me, yes, Clivesdale, down the block. He says he wants to betroth you. He wants to wed you. And you're going to be okay with marrying Clydesdale. Mind you, he's old. He's 30 years older than me. And he already has 2 wives. But this works out because if he marries me, then in exchange, Mommy Dearest gets more land. And however, I have to live with this man till the end of eternity. Like, I could not imagine. And I know some areas they still live like that, but ugh, it's so crazy. Even where I live, there are some people, like some cultures that still do the arranged marriages, and it's always so interesting to me. But I will say, I think because, for example, I went to school with some girls in from specific cultures, and they had arranged marriages. However, they knew the person. And I will say one thing that I liked about the generation of those cultures was the fact that the guys would still give them an out. Like, if you don't want to be with me, you don't have to be with me. Like, this isn't an obligation. And, you know, the girls would still be with them. And some of them are still with the same guys to this day. But I really couldn't imagine. Could not. But the fact that we literally would be sitting around a fire telling stories and that's our entertainment. No real books, no TV, no phone. We playing with a um a cow skin ball, playing our little football because that's all we got. It really sounds truly unfortunate. Like I don't know, I just could not imagine living in a time frame like that where there's no electricity. Oh, and then the hot summer days, we just hot. We all wearing burlap sacks, no color, no differentiation. We washing our hair with the good soot because there is no soap. Like, and I just know everybody smelled. I just know it. And I could not imagine living in that state of affairs. Just bring a harlot. That's crazy. Hobknocker. Blacks were supposed to get 40 acres and a mule. Yeah, it was. Ain't nothing wrong with football. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it, but it's like there are no options. Like, could y'all imagine? We have to actually milk cows, pull the udders. That's what we have to do. We have to churn our butter and work for our butter. We have to work the land in order to make a piece of bread. And you want chicken, you say? Oh, we have fish. There's fish because there's bountiful fish in the sea. But chicken, we don't got that many chickens. And, I even wonder, like, I don't even think they ate eggs like that. I don't think they knew about eating the eggs just yet. Just smell like hatred. Probably. I'm just saying, like, that sounds so insane. Work the land for that bread, said by every pimp, bruh. That even makes me wonder about that. Were there even, well, I guess they did have Jezebels. Is that what they call them? Crazy stuff. I would have hated to be, I will say it, you know, I do like that I'm a woman that was born in this timeline versus that, like, the past timeline where basically they didn't really give any F's about women. Women are seen as I mean, I guess to some degree, depending where you live and what culture you from, women are still seen as property, but I don't know. I mean, that sounds better than paying for butter. I don't know, Liam. I could get butter for like $4 and I ain't gotta do no churning. You know what I'm saying? That would require me to wear a sports bra. That would require me to just be churning wood, and hopefully I don't get no splitters. The fact that I would have to churn a week's worth of butter by churning it for 4 hours when I could just pay $4 does not sound pleasurable to me. Okay, like, I do believe we have it a bit easier, but the fact that all of this was created from nothing, and it's like we could have just been chilling. Literally could have just been chilling. But I guess if you think about the evolution of the economy and like the way that cities are run and stuff like that, you would need to have certain infrastructures set up, which is why we have specific types of jobs now. But it's really crazy to think about how all of this was just basic. We all on the farm and we all farming the land and we exchanging the goods that we made from the farm and the land, and that's how we getting by. Crazy stuff. They didn't. Leviticus 19:22, I think, talks about Prophet Mary Magdalene. Yeah, I remember Mary Magdalene. Um, she used to terrify me. It's this one uh what was it, 3D Easter Jesus cartoon situation I used to watch all the time, and she was so terrifying to me. But it was good though. Also, Grimy, I'm assuming you looked that up and didn't know that by heart. Because I'm gonna feel some type of way if that's the Bible verse that you knew by heart. Oh, but I don't know. It's really something to think about, you know? We really just got all this infrastructure. Oh, you know what else I'm thankful for? The sewers. I'm so thankful that we not using the bathroom in a bucket and having to toss it out the back. You know what I'm saying? I do read the Bible. I am Christian. I mean, that's not the notion I was making. I know that. I'm saying it's funny that you know the specifics of that if you actually did know that or you looked it up because of the context of what we were talking about. But cuz I'm going to be honest, I think it's not too many Bible verses that I remember. Unfortunately, I don't be reading the Bible like that. I'll be honest, I don't. It was on my list of things to do to at least complete 3 books. So, I'll try to do that. I'm going to say I'm going to complete 2 books. Cuz what's the Bible verse I had to perform in front of the class? 23rd Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in the green pastures. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting this? He something beside the waters. He restoreth my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest the table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That's probably the only one I know, and I forgot some of the bits and pieces. Um, Everybody know Mary Magdalene cleaned Jesus' feet. Now, Grimy, please. To pull from memory a specific verse is remake Grimy. I for sure looked that up though. Okay. I was wondering. Me neither. I still haven't finished reading Psalms. It's such a long book. It really is. But I do know plenty of verses by heart. See, I only know John 3:16 and Philippians 4:13. John 3:16. My grandmother, my great grandmother used to sing that one to me. Let me get a refresher because I don't want to say it wrong. Oh, yes, yes, yes. My great grandmother used to sing that one. She would be like, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish, but they shall have everlasting life. Like, I can clearly still hear my great grandmother's voice singing it because she always used to sing it that way. I miss her. But, 360 says, I just whipped your bruh, please. Go catch yourself a switch. I know Revelation's pretty good. See, okay. So when I was going to my private Lutheran school, we had like we had Bible what is it called? We had chapel, but then we also had certain parts where it was a part of our curriculum to like do Bible workbook pages and to like talk about certain things. And oh, that reminds me. So we were studying Revelations and we had to have our parents sign a permission slip waiver because some people's kids didn't want them to read about Revelations. And I'm not gonna lie, that junk was terrifying reading about it. But we had to watch the movie series, Left Behind. Bro, I don't know if y'all ever seen any of the Left Behind movies, but they were absolutely terrifying to me. And the Left Behind series is, about Revelations where the people who didn't get, I guess, caught up in the rapture got left behind or whatever. And when I tell you that junk scared me so bad, I was really sitting there like, why are we watching this? And we're in 4th grade. We're in 3rd grade. Why are we watching this? It was absolutely terrifying. Oh, that's very lovely. Yeah, I love my great grandmother down. Also Genesis, which is pretty much the easiest book. The only thing I remember about Genesis is literally the creation. A little bit of Noah, I believe. The stuff with Cain and Abel. And then the multiple beget. He shall rebad, I beget. You know what I'm saying? When they was going through the timeline. The family tree basically. And I'm like, dang. So what were they stories? like maybe I wanted to know about Rechad, Shebad, and the Bandigo. What if I wanted to know about them and what they had going on? We just skipping all over their stories. Y'all just went straight to Noah. Bruh, when they on the plane and people clothes are just left. When I tell you that was the original Thanos snap, okay? Because that junk was so terrifying to watch. So I'm literally sitting there watching this, and you see people clothes, and mind you, the people get raptured and they clothes neatly folded, just neatly folded. It was this one, because they had multiple movies, but it was this one I remember where this girl, I think she was either going to her mom's or her grandma's, and she got there and her grandma left her a letter, like basically telling her, I've been raptured and you left here, basically. And I'm looking like, girl, we're not supposed to know the time or the date. So already this blasphemous. Because I'm like, how she knew to leave a letter? I mean, maybe God told her, but yeah, them movies were terrifying to me. Absolutely terrifying. And mind you, this is interpretation by man. So it's not even remotely what I think would actually happen. But that was just some scary stuff. But oh my gosh. I'm a little sleepy. What y'all doing right now? Cause y'all know I just start talking about random stuff. But where is that thing at? Do they not have the games anymore? Oh, they do. They do got the games. But oh, me just here listening. Oh, yes, thank you. What y'all doing this weekend? I I don't think I got any plans apart from work. I think I'm gonna just work, and I know I gotta get some toiletries. Ugh, which I hate that for me. And I keep telling myself I'm gonna buy some cloth napkins because I figure if I buy cloth napkins, I won't use paper towels, which means, well, I'll still buy paper towels, but it means I won't use them as much. That way we could just wash them and I could save us some money in the long run. So I'm gonna try to grab some napkins before the end of the year. I figure if I buy like 20 napkins, maybe I'll do 40. If I buy 40 napkins, cloth napkins, that would save some money and I'll just wash them every other week to save some cash on paper towels. But oh yeah, I was supposed to be reacting to Extreme Cheapskates. I did say I really wanted to react to that. Cuz I absolutely loved that show down. That was like one of my favorite reality TV shows, and I still kind of want to react to it because that show was so funny to me. And it also did give me some ideas actually. But that was one of my favorites. But I kind of wanted to make that a membership series where I had that in my memberships and maybe do like every now and again do a reaction to Extreme Cheapskates publicly. But I don't know. Oh, that would be a good one. Yeah, because I actually really did like that show. That was one of my favorites. One of y'all should react to Hoarders. I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably do one episode and that's it. Cause I've seen some episodes from Hoarders, and to be honest, Hoarders is depressing to me because you realize a lot of them have um stuff going on with them mentally, like different changes they didn't adjust to, or it's just certain stuff bothering them. And I'm like, I don't think I could probably watch one episode, but after that, I don't want no parts. Is cleaning fabric napkins actually going to save money? Think of the cost of washing them. So, if I wash them with towels, considering it's just going to be me and my husband being the ones that use them, or if I wash them with blankets, I feel like the cost really isn't going to be extensive, to be honest, versus just buying paper towels. Because we actually run through paper towels. Like, if we buy a pack of paper towels, a 6-pack, that'll probably last us a month and a half. But if I get the napkins, it's like, I'm washing them every 2 weeks. Shoot, I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, listen, you use the bottom half one day and use the other bottom half the next day. Just to save on not having to wash the freaking napkins. But I figure it'll save us some money because the quality of paper towels is different now. Like, you actually do have to buy the branded kind. And sometimes I'll get the recycled ones, but they don't hold up the same. Or, I'll be trying to be cheap, but you might as well just go for the quality, which is why I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna just buy cloth napkins instead. Hoarders, you say that shall be grossing me out. Right, Liam. Fair point. Yeah. Man, my lips be dried in a mug. I really, I hope the Cyclops is gonna be over with because I do miss eating a salad. I really do. I miss eating salad. I miss eating fruit. And the fruit don't be as good. I really need to get my Sam's Club membership because the fruit actually do be good in there. I said I was gonna get Sam's Club and BJ's um either this month or it's gotta be before the middle of next month because I think that's when the coupons wear off. I really want to get a Costco membership so bad. Cause I was like, we could go on dates to Costco. We could go get all the samples, try all the food samples. Then we can go to the food court, get some pizza, a drink, and a hot dog for under $10. Like, that sounds like a great date to me. Hmm. I can understand them because I went through a point of not wanting to throw my father's clothes away. Took a long time to let them go. Yeah, like, a lot of them, again, they be going through different phases of their life, and it's hard for them to let stuff go. So it just piles up, or it just stays there, or it just becomes a collective, or, people might get depressed. So I get it. But that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep on watching it because I feel like it's just going to make me depressed. Personally, my iPad died. I'm back. Welcome back, girl. All right, I give y'all 13 more minutes and then I'm gonna get off of here. Actually, hold on, y'all, because I hear my dog whimpering and whining. So I assume he has to use the bathroom. All I hear is him. Let me put on some pants so that I'm not fast outside. I'm hoping it's not any malls. You too. Have a good evening, Liam. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm about to go take my dog out real quick. You can never catch me, bro. You can never. Alright, I'm back. I don't know who Lila is. Lila, the evil version of Lilo. And she ratchet. Two baby daddies. No car. And, please. Yo, you remember how you be saying or how you said people be profiting on religion? Turn to the next channel. I don't think I can while I'm on live. And I don't have another phone. They said, oh, we see what you talking about. Let us just put this person here. What is the channel? I'll grab my laptop. I know saying she. It did. It really did throw me off. Right. What is the name of the channel? Because I could pull it up on my laptop myself. We can't flip through the next live on our laptop though. Oh, I did say I wanted to watch this. Ugh. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What's the name? We need the page name. Or drop it in a Discord. Oh, never mind. Audrey Izindu. Oh. What is going on here? I didn't even pull up her page, but I just pulled up what showed me on the YouTube. She doing that fake Nigerian talking in tongue thing. Let me see. Let me put on my headphones. Not them giving me a bra ad. What? What is she doing? She what is she doing? She don't even sound like she preaching in tongues. My thing is, if she's talking in tongues, she's talking a dead language. And I'm pretty sure that dead language. To my knowledge, you're not supposed to be speaking in tongues without an interpreter, but go off, I guess. Or at least not to the public. But I also read about that in the Bible. Because I know a lot of people do be speaking in tongues. It just depends if you interpret it or not. But some people also be playing. So. Oh, this just gave me an idea for a live stream react to people lives. You could definitely do that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. She literally is saying the Holy Ghost over and over again. I don't know if she's serious or for fake, but That's I'ma just click off. Like, that's none of my business. None of my business. Yeah, I've seen myself. I don't know if they interpret the tongues because they be doing that at my church, and I'd be like, "What you say?" Literally, no, because it's like, because let me pull it up. I could have sworn somewhere in the Bible it says you're not supposed to speak in tongues without an interpreter. Can you speak in tongues without interpreter? If speaking in tongues during a service, the Bible instructs that there should be an interpreter. If there is no interpreter, the speaker should keep silent in the church and speak to themselves and to God. Within private prayer, a person may speak, pray, or sing in tongues privately to God without an interpreter. In this context, it is considered a personal language for self edification. The proof tongue, in some contexts, it is interpreted as a sign to unbelievers where a tongue may be understood by a listener without a formal separate interpreter. Mm. Definitely for Sunday. How'd you figure that out? I heard, lady. Yeah, she too loud for me. If I don't hear you say Allah, I know it's fake. No. No. My mom told me that when I had went to um a family church, they had told her I was speaking in tongues. And I was looking at her like, I don't remember that. Were they honest? Were they telling the truth? Because I don't remember that. Like, I feel like somebody was capping personally. But maybe I didn't. I just don't remember. But I'm like, I really don't remember that. If you ever felt the Holy Spirit, it's like no other feeling. Some people can break out and start doing the things that she do, yelling profusely. So I've seen people do it in church spaces, even at funerals. But I don't know. Sometimes I think it's real and sometimes I think it's performative. So, but again, I don't know. I am not knowledgeable on the subject. So I wouldn't know. But what y'all doing the rest of y'all night? It's like this one time where I was just going through it and I know he knew I was going through it, and in the middle of the church choir singing, I just heard a voice say pray. Yeah, like sometimes you'll hear God speak to you or even speak through people. I have to see, maybe watch a movie or something. Okay, okay. I need to be recording, but to be honest, I'm probably not. Because I will not be posting again till Sunday. Why is my dog making all that noise? I swear, he just be doing too much sometimes. Right, I'm gonna film this other movie review or try to tomorrow. Yeah, it's given. I'ma probably do some recording tomorrow instead of tonight. So I just fell to my knees and started praying. I felt like I couldn't open my eyes. You know what? That reminds me. Okay. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna keep that to myself. But sometimes it does just the feeling overcomes you, overwhelms you. He just wanna be like I'm here too. That cracked me up alone. You're like, never mind. Actually, I'll tell y'all. So, Grimy, you know how you just said I feel like I couldn't open my eyes. You know what I never like. So you let me know, Jasmine, because I know you regularly go to church. I don't like when they be shoving you to the ground. You know, like when they ask people to come up there and oh yeah, excuse that. That's my husband getting water out the water filter. Nobody's peeing. Anyways, I have to tell them because sometimes like I'll be pouring water in the cup and they be thinking I'm peeing and I'm like, I'm not peeing. I would never pee while on live. Yeah, like praying for you. Let me concentrate. Look, so I don't like how in some churches they'll tell you to come up there and they'll be like, I'm gonna pray for you, right? However, there are some people, like some pastors, where you know how they do that thing where they put their hand on your head and they be pushing you down to the ground. I don't like that. Cause I remember, you know how they be falling back and junk. I don't like that. Like that junk be annoying, and people be falling back with them. But I remember the first time when they had me come up there, and they was praying for me or praying, and the man touched my head and he pushed me, but I wasn't going down, so he started shoving me down, and I was looking at him like, this man is pushing me. This I don't think I don't think I'm supposed to be getting pushed down to hell. Like I don't think you're supposed to be pushing me on the ground. And then all I hear is somebody whisper, "You supposed to fall back." So I'm performing, is what you telling me. And ever since then, like, sometimes I'll go up to the front when we go for certain occasions, but I just don't like the fact that they be pushing you down and stuff. I don't like stuff like that. Oh yes, I did that once. I said I'd never do that again. I don't think so either. This one man that prays for people when they come to the altar, he puts his hand on your head and as he's praying, he's just spraying spit and shaking your head ferociously. Yeah, don't do that because that's how I'm gonna get a headache and then I'm gonna be out for the count the rest of the day. You're not helping me, you're hurting me. Like supposed to lie, excuse me, no. Exactly, because I'm like, why am I falling back on the floor? When was the last time y'all cleaned this floor? And all that spitting, you don't have to spray it. You can say it. You don't have to announce every single thing you say so everybody can hear it. Like just say it to me. I'm the one in front of you. Okay, you don't gotta be spitting. Just put the oil on my head and that's it. I don't need the extras. I don't need the extra spit, okay? But normally, what they do first is they put the blessing oil on your forehead. You go up to an available person to pray for you, and they will either hold you by your hands or hug you. See, I don't mind that, but I think I've only been to one church that did that, where they held my hands or, they would hug me afterwards, and I didn't mind that, but I don't like the shoving, the pushing. Like, why do you want me to fall back? What if somebody ain't behind me? So now I done hurt my head, hit my head. And you've got a lawsuit on your hands, buddy. Because why would you do that? But I don't know, sometimes stuff be performative and I don't like stuff like that. Like let I like the songs. I like when people tell the word and they give a good learning story that we can take something from, but I just don't like you pushing me, especially I just got up here. I see everybody else getting knocked over. You get to me and you forcefully pushing me. I'm standing. You forcefully pushing me down. I'm still standing. You put your hand on my shoulder and you shoving me. That's why I don't come up here. I shoot you in the name of Jesus. I'm just saying, like, it does make me wonder. I wonder what the teachings were like in Jesus' time, like him preaching. Because it just seemed like, he would just be sitting down, sharing his thoughts, sharing his stories, sharing the parables. And I like that. I like the concept of it don't got to be a performance. You're just talking to us. You're just teaching us. It's like, why are you trying to push me down to the ground to hell? I'm trying to go to heaven. Yes, that's exactly what I say. Why are you pushing me to hell? I'm sorry. Shouldn't you be lifting me up, encouraging me? But here you go, shoving me on this dirty floor. In the pulpit. I'm good. And sometimes I contemplate potentially finding a church home, but because I'm not going to say I've had bad experiences with church, because that's not what it is. It's just, I don't like the performance of it all. I don't mind the singing. I love the performance of singing, but I don't like certain extra additives where it's like, this don't seem like what we supposed to be here for. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong with you praying for people and stuff, but when you start shoving people to hell and stuff, that's where you lost me. That's where you lost me. It's because a lot of Christians still follow a pagan way without them even knowing it. Yeah. I mean, again, it's just like celebrating Christmas, like celebrating Jesus' birthday in December. I'm sure they switched it for convenience, but it's also like when you realize what matches up with that time, you realize Jesus was not in that time frame of December. But I guess they did it for convenience. But this is a conversation I could never have with some people I know because they would get mad at me. And I'm like, you can easily read where it says where the stars were, where they were lined up. But anyways, but yeah, it's been nice chatting with y'all. We done covered so many different topics tonight. Again, it would be cool if I could just, casually talk like this about religious thoughts, but you really can't do that online in a space for real because it's just literally too much. It wasn't even snowing. It was in the middle of spring. That's what I'm saying. But people gonna do and pick and choose when stuff is. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yes, this was a good chat. Yeah, I really like talking with y'all tonight. And, people do too much. I'm side-eyeing this movie. I'm watching, afraid something gonna jump out. It's a horror movie or something. You know what? I consider watching a scary movie for October, but I'm probably not. Actually, I could. I'm on a fence. Monkey's Magic Merry-Go-Round? What is that? That sounds terrifying. Why does he look like that? Girl, I'm looking forward to whatever that is, because I've never heard of that before. I don't like anything with monkeys for real, to be honest. I'm looking for a new car, y'all. Oh, okay. Oh, hopefully you could get a good deal on one. I'm not sure. It's starting off like Mr. Rogers. I like Mr. Rogers, but not if it's scary. My car is done for. I'm sorry to hear that, man. It always sucks when your car has reached the green pasture or is about to. But I hope you could get a good deal on one. That makes me wonder, is the car rates the same in Cali versus here? Or do they upsell them there? I want to be a YN and get a Hellcat. Grimy, please. Please get something that is decent for riding around certain spaces. You know what I'm saying? New sales tax is way more, man. I swear the economy be economy and not in the way that we would like. Just upsell everything for no reason. Greedy. Just a horrible state of affairs, truly. But anyways, I hope you end up being able to find a car to your liking in an affordable manner that isn't too costly and the insurance is good. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. I'll probably post again Sunday. I'm not going to post any more videos these next 2 days, but I'll definitely be posting Sunday. And I'll be back next Thursday for another live stream. But I do appreciate y'all. And have a good night. Have a great weekend. Stay hydrated. Don't be out in the sun too long. And yeah. But stay blessed. Stay positive, y'all. Bye.